Hi guys, guess what? I've been researching for days and nights and speaking to some contacts and finding out from some friends everything that's known about the Switch Pro. Fact checked and compressed down and gathered all up for you guys. So let's jump into it. Okay, so the Nintendo Switch Pro is codenamed Ayula.
Ola.
I can't say. I think it's something Japanese because I'm not Japanese. I'm English. I'm UK-ish, British. I don't know what I'm saying here, but I don't know how to pronounce it. It's A-U-L-A. So, whatever that comes out to pronounce as. But that's the code name, which is cool. We have a code name now, you know? It feels real, like when, in terms like NX. Put an NX here. You know? It was like, oh, this is what it is. This is what we have now. This is happening. However, now we have a codename. The Switch Pro feels real. And we have more. Like, we know from a data leak, which is where I got the codename from, that it uses the same chip as the Switch Lite, running at a higher clock speed. Meaning, it's kind of like an overclocked Switch. But then also, in other parts of this data leak, it says that the whole Switch Pro is about at Xbox One levels in terms of power, so that will be a serious overclock. And I don't see how that would also work, because what it could be doing is it is an above more powerful Switch from the overclock, but we have reason to believe that it uses NVIDIA's DLSS technology, which is like an upscaling technology where it takes a lower quality image and makes it better quality image. It takes a HD image and makes it 4K. So it could be using that because there's a lot of reasons why we think this. One, because it uses a chip that is made by Realtek that advertises itself as a 4K multimedia chip. So that should allow us to have our Nintendo games in 4K, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited to play Mario Kart and Animal Crossing in 4K. Let me know what games you're excited to play in the comments below, and let's continue on with this. So, the latest firmware on your Switch right now, on your Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch, has references to new hardware that we don't know what it is. We think it's the Switch Pro, and that's where we got our codename from. So with any luck, that's it. And as well as this, in the data leak, in the firmware, it says that the Nintendo Switch Pro is going to use a micro LED screen, which is impressive because that's going to make it so much more usable outside, because every time I take my Switch outside and I'm like sitting on a park bench or looking at a lake or just in my garden, and I'll look at the Switch screen and it'll just be blown out by the sun and I can't see anything. A micro LED screen though is so much brighter that would allow us to play it like on the sun. So we're not going to have any issues anymore with not being able to see the screen. But with a better screen means we're going to need better battery life, a bigger battery, which, yet again, according to this data leak, we have. It says that there's going to be a full improved battery that's going to get about 1.5 times the amount of battery power that the Switch gets. The main red box Switch gets. So, we are going to end up with some serious Nintendo hardware. There's no like ray tracing, which is disappointing because that is the main thing I want, because I don't own a 4K screen. I don't have any way to appreciate 4K more than 1080. So, for me, better frame rates and ray tracing is what I wanted. And I know ray tracing is very hard to get because you need like super expensive graphics cards. And that produces a lot of heat, which means you need very good cooling, which you just can't fit into a Nintendo Switch is like this thick, like this tall. That's not going to happen yet, because we do have ray tracing in laptops with like mobile versions of processors. There's mobile versions of the 30 series cards from Nvidia, which are massively powerful. So in theory, maybe with the Switch 2 instead of the Switch Pro, we're going to be getting some amazing things like that. So there we are. That's everything we know about the Switch Pro. This video was a day late, so I'm sorry. I'm working on getting better at keeping this all together. So subscribe, because I've got another video coming out on Wednesday that is on time. So subscribe, like, share this video around. Share it with a friend who might be interested in picking up a Switch soon, to let him know. Maybe wait a minute or two, because you might get all this extra cool stuff. But with that, I will see you guys in the next video. And I'll link a cool video up here about what I think the Switch Pro should have. And check that one out if you want.